Nemi the VTuber, there was a short where people were like, "Oh, you like old anime like
Stream
SAO
Element
and
said,
Attack on
Kuroshine is now
Titan?"
live. Streaming Gundam Breaker 4, NMRN recap, the
What?
mandatory Char clone,
that hurts.
Gundam GQUUUUUX.
Because those came out in like 2011, 2012.
Oh my god,
Which
this hurts.
there are now kids in high school who grew up with those shows.
Don't say that. Please don't say that. It's so bad.
What was
The
the
Switch is
other?
8 years old. The Switch is 8. Like the Switch is so old. There is a kid about to go to college in August who is 18 who got a Switch on their for Christmas and at 10 years old, and that's their childhood console.
People who call the hospital and I'm like, they'll be like nurses and everything. I'm like, all right, how old? And I'm like, what year are you born? They're like 2004. Me, that can't be real. No,
That can't be right.
hold up, no.
Welcome to
no.
today in Boomer Talk.
Yeah, I the number of people I've talked to who are adults and they're like, yeah, my first console was a Wii U. Yeah, my first console was a Wii.
Oh no, what was the one? What was the one that got me? So I was visiting a site and I saw a young serviceman that had anime stickers on their bottle. I was like, oh yeah, I remember those. I like stuff I remember watching Dragon Ball Z, and I think he had the Gundam Freedom on it. And it's yeah, I like classic anime like that. And I wanted to turn to dust.
But to be fair, Dragon Ball Z is classic.
No, but he was talking about Gundam Seed was a classic.
The Gundam Seed, which feels bad because
to be fair, Gundam Seed is 25 years old.
I was about to say, I've stopped feeling so bad about Seed being that old because Seed already got a full remaster.
You gotta Seed is actually old. This is less like them calling Sword Art Online old,
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
What 20?
That's fair.
Even though it's 14 years old.
22 years for Seed because it was 21 years for Seed right now.
Yeah. Well, the other one that really gets me is realizing Macross Frontier is over 15 years old.
You know it's the one of the funniest ones for me was I saw this skit that someone made of a guy buying GTA Vice City at
and they point out that it's closer to the game releasing than actual time in the game.
We are from right now from the release of Vice City is a longer time period than the release of Vice City and the time of its setting. We are further when the Xbox 360 release, the time from the Xbox 360 release to now is longer than the release of the Super Nintendo to the Xbox 360.
Jesus Christ. Also, did you get
somebody brought it
sorry, really random moment for a second. Gundam, did you get a new mic?
A new mic? No, I'm sick.
Oh, okay. I was saying, you sound very different. You sound the compression sounds just right. Oh no, it's the natural compression of your nasal cavity trying to explode on itself.
My throat is fucked right now. It's okay. I actually sound better today than I did the last couple days.
Well, we're glad that you could make that sacrifice for us.
It's about GQUUUUX, which I like a lot. Spoilers.
Okay, we've been loving it. Please tell me you've seen today's episode.
Today's episode 11.
Yeah.
Alpha Siders.
Yeah, I've seen episode 11. Yeah, I've seen
Alpha
it.
Side. Yeah. Okay.
D, you up to date? Or no, D's still deafened. Wow, D just like rolled in here and said, "I don't want to hear nor see you." Where do we? How do we want to start with a quick recap of like what happened?
Are we streaming this? Or
we are indeed streaming this. Say hello to the
oh
people.
my god,
It
why
is
can't
live
I?
now. Or it should be live. Let me
Hello.
check.
Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. You just weren't showing up on my side feed. That might just be because a shit ton of people are streaming right now.
It's a Wednesday night at 9 p.m. It happens. All right, so we pick up basically instantly where we left off, where Machu stormed into. I'm never gonna be able to say the super
Gundam
weapons
Goku
name.
said, Gundam 25 hype.
Yeah.
What's up? Which we found out is a Lovecraft reference. Yomanganthru. That's the only reason I remembered it, because as soon as I said it's a Lovecraft reference, oh, it's something impossible to say. Yomanganthru. There we go.
Shadow Gamer said, I have bad news. I won't be able to do the IndyCar series reason I'm too fast.
I'm so sorry you can't drive Indy cars because you're too fast. You'll be fine. We're not talking about cars anymore. It's about robot time. Huh?
There's a meme in studio feed.
Oh my god. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Where the fuck is my studio feed? There we go. Biggest kill count in UC and his chick named yeah with fucking yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, bitch.
I wonder, is it actually more kills than say the satellite cannon or the
running P2
the
soft
solar
times on
the solar
mediums
ray
is normal.
or
so because it was the rest of the
or Gato who took out like an entire fleet with nukes.
No, it was a third of the fleet.
So Gato got a third of the fleet. She got a half of the Solomon fleet. That was like fully staffed.
And Solomon.
And Solomon. We can't forget Solomon. Neon was like, Solomon, I have
So are we saying the two highest kill counts in Universal Century is Neon and fucking Gato?
Ow! 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 That shouldn't hurt like that. Ow! They're really just the cat sitting on the edge of the universe. Go.
Yeah, so two cats took out the most people.
Gato gets to survive, and Seema still is a war criminal. What the fuck, man?
You're supposed to fix the timeline. Oh my god. All right, so
no, Gato got to live until Solomon.
We said like there's a 50-50 chance Gato was on the wrong side of the line where Solomon got ripped in half.
and wait, so and the G Fred has cat ears.
Yes, it does. It has cat ear funnels.
That's funny.
Which is sad. I absolutely love it.
I'm here for it. Fucking they were the mech designs in this game. Okay, this show, can we talk about the mech designs real quick? I've seen so many people talking shit about the mech designs. The mech designs are so fucking good.
The only one where
Zaku legs at first. That's the only thing. I didn't like the Zaku legs. The G-Cuts and the G-Fred, I fucking love them.
I'm just not sold on the name G-Fred, but like I looked at like how it's spelled out, and it's like the G. God, it was like G capital F lowercase R E D. And I was like,
then capital D.
Yeah, and capital D.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't
go that way.
I don't know. I'm still not sold. I love the design. The only one. Oh shit! You're very loud.
Oh, am I very loud?
No. breaker is very loud. The only one where I thought like, okay, you overcooked on this one was the fucking redo of the who was it? The Dom. The three leg. I'm gonna use my third leg Dom.
Oh yeah. Okay, the Psycho Gundam though was sick.
Oh, the new Psycho Gundam, fucks. I need a Psycho Gundam, like the new Psycho Gundam update kit.
The Humbrabi is sick as well, as well as like the Gions they use that kind of like they function like fucking jets basically, and they can like run through people but also shoot at them.
Yeah,
man, they're.
Yeah, the Gion fights in this last episode were that fucks.
Bull's mobile armor right now is one of the most insane things.
Because what's the name of it? Because like I remember seeing it like in the original series. I just don't remember what it was called.
You mean Chala Bull's suit?
Yeah,
new one. It's like based on the old one.
In the original. So it's different than the original. It's like this one's like a different model.
Is it? Because like I thought it was like the same original design. It just transforms.
No, it's like an updated version.
It's like an upgraded version. It's an upgraded Bravo bro, a Brabro.
Yep.
Trying
to find what the exact name of it is. I just pulled up the.
Trying to see what it is.
Okay, so they call it the Kairoga now.
Okay. Which is, it's not the same thing as the Brabro. It's similar.
Okay, yeah, because like I just remember his original suit like had those wire guided bits on like the external pylons, and that's why I was like, oh, that's the same thing he had before.
Yeah, it's the same as the Brabro, except it can transform, which
is such a wild concept. Right?
I just thought it was Brabro, but add transformation gimmick.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I love it so much. It's so good. Makes the Brabro seem more interesting.
Yeah. So we ended with we started with Chalia still fighting the Gian force and putting in work against them.
Fighting is giving them more credit than they deserve. That man is wiping the floor with the entire team.
Only one of them was actually putting up a fight.
Yeah, he eliminated all but one of them, which was like our dude that had been with us since the beginning of the series.
They're apparently they're all new types, yet none of them could work the Psycom. Tell me how that works. How does that make sense?
I got nothing on like why or how or even that would work, because maybe they're just not good new types, I guess. Because like old buddy couldn't activate the Omega Saikamu.
All we need is another 13 years for them to wind up with like Saikamu Gammas.
You know what I also loved about the whole. Sorry, I'm a big Zeta Gundam guy, so the whole thing with the Psycho Gundam, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
because
as soon as we saw what was it? Oh my god, Bosco. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you missed. Yeah, you missed our conversation about it. Is like, all right, so the lower the cyber new types number, the less stable they are. So we had 2 and 3. 2 is so unstable she can't breathe without breathing in Minovsky particle air. Like she has to breathe radiation to function.
But Zero didn't have that much issue. Zero Murasame, who's the pilot of the Mark II prototype.
Wait, so. But like was Zero actually a cyber new type, or was Zero actually just a new type that they were developing cyber new types from? That was something I was never clear on.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, because Zero,
the first one that they had to work with, and they were basing everything off of Zero.
Right, but like they were basing everything off of Zero, but was Zero a natural new type or cyber?
Zero, he's a cyber new type.
Okay.
He's from the Murasame new type laboratory. He's a cyber new type.
Right, he was from the new type.
He's from Garen's Greed.
Okay, like so, like he like says like I am a cyber new type, or is it just like my name is Zero Masami? I'm from the cyber new type lab.
No, his name is Zero Murasame, also known as Proto Zero. So he's the first cyber new type they made.
Okay, yeah, like maybe it's like the whole the prototypes are better than the real thing as like they're trying to like we put all the work into the first one and now we have to try to figure out how to mass produce this thing, and each one's like a worse copy of it, and the first one's just like cranked to the tits on power. It's like, okay, that's not gonna work. We need to dial this back. 2, no, this is still not good. And like until you get to 4 is like, okay, I think we can cook with this one. And then but like still has some attachment issues.
Also, I'm looking at your Gundam Breaker design. That is that is a hell of an Armored Core looking design.
Thank you. Just a quick question. My stream's not like stuttering or anything, is it?
No, my Twitch went down a second ago.
Looks normal. I'm not like freezing.
It looks fine.
All right, cool. No, all right. So I watched my preview from a network mirrored computer screen, and it's the mirror is chugging. So I always get paranoid, like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is just the mirror fucking up. But neither here nor there. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, all right. Do you have any other general gushings about the series up to this point you want to get out before we try to like dive into more recent history? Hello, D. Welcome to the Gundam Love Power Hour.
The artwork is fucking gorgeous. It's so pretty.
Like, it is a very pretty show.
So I have one issue with the artwork, and I know that it's one of the things that they did as a budget saving thing. And they do, like, you'll notice it in the bigger productions and everything. When they do the fights in space, especially in this one, they don't animate the background.
Like, what do you mean by they don't animate the background?
That's fine. Okay. That's just animation.
No, what I mean is usually when you're doing something in space or something where you have like a large wide background, you have to put an object in the background to give you a sense of speed. They didn't do that. They don't do that in the space fights in this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's no close object in the background, and it's just like open space. So there's like nothing. They can use a fixed. Okay. Yeah, I can see how like it irks you because it doesn't. Yeah, like I see how it can irk you because it doesn't give you like a sense of scale and speed for the fight. I can also easily
watch
like
80s anime.
Oh, that's not like okay. It's just it pisses me off because if you remember how good the fight from Hathaway's Flash where they're falling and you can see the city and it gives you an idea of how they're falling, the size of the mobile suits and everything, you know? When you get the fight with Charlie Bull this week and everything, you just see 2 mobile suits moving fast. There's nothing behind them to give you like the size of this mobile armor versus this mobile suit.
Yeah, no, I can understand.
To be fair, you're talking about Hathaway's Flash, which is like a big budget movie.
Right, no,
it's a motion picture. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's a cost cutting thing, and it's because animating an entire background.
I get what you're saying. You're not taking it against it. You're saying it's just a little thing you wish happened. It doesn't change much, but it's something that you think would have been cool. I got it. I think, by the way, what up, bitches?
What up? I think my only critique for the show in general is, holy fuck, this show needs more than 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, he's just like me.
Yeah, we're in super info dumpy territory.
More. No, like it needs more, and also like it feels like it's
what happened
being
to Gundam having
rushed
50
too much.
episodes?
There's
Gundam
so
having
much
50
they can do. It's like this is the second time in a row they've done this, and it's pissed me off.
Like we're not.
Like I get it, right? This is the new era of Gundam anime. We're just gonna lean into the core shit. We're gonna make Gundam just like everything else. 12-episode core, small.
Because like
whatever.
I feel like 11 episodes in, we have not spent a lot of time with Machu. Like,
nah,
she's the main character.
We split that time up with Nyan over like 2 or 3 of these episodes as well. And
if anything, to me, you know who feels like the main character of GQUUUUX?
Who?
Chalia Bull.
Old man.
Chalia Bull.
Yeah, he kind of is
the main character.
Old man is. Yeah.
He's the only person who's been there since episode 1.
You're not
everything is through him.
Yeah.
Between tired old man and I could see that. Between tired, well, I don't know. Lately it feels like
because even Char is connected through him.
Yeah.
Cecilia's the main antagonist. You know, like the 2 kids are basically just caught up in this political game. It's not really about them. You know?
No,
and like
Machu and Nyan were so confused, like running into each other. You can tell that. It's like, both of you were really just swept up into this.
Yep.
There's one episode of this show left, man, right? Like next week is it.
Yeah, it's one more episode. Yep.
There's it's like we're back. We're back, man.
The concept is so good. And that's what I'm like.
There's so much to unpack on this whole multiversal thread that like we're like hitting into.
My issue is that this show fucking kills. Like, it's so good. The fucking Hideki Anno and crew fucking knocked it out of the park. But it feels rather rushed. Like
not rather rushed. It is rushed.
Garen Zabi's dead. They just destroyed the entire fucking half of the Xeon fleet.
Oh yeah, Garen's
Cassilia's
on screen for less than 5 minutes.
You think the Federation is gonna fucking just sit there and watch as Xeon's entire upper echelon is gone?
Bosk Ohm is alive somewhere on Earth, like drinking on a beach, watching this unfold.
He's not on Earth. He's in a damn colony or some shit, isn't he?
No,
isn't he in a colony?
No, when we saw him, he was on Earth.
I thought he was in a colony.
He was in some ruins somewhere.
Yeah, I assume that was on Earth.
Whatever.
I assume it doesn't matter. Bosk Ohm's still out there somewhere, waiting to be a whole fucking problem.
Yeah, the Titans are just sitting right there, ready to go. And it would be a really cool, what I wanted from this show, because this is Universal Century 0083. Zeta is in 85. I wanted this to turn into Zeta Gundam eventually, where we start to see but now it's reversed. Instead of Neo Zeon, it's the Titans.
Okay. All right. Let's go on and get through what happened this week. Because I need to talk about how the episode ends. All right. So
we're gonna talk about Char Aznable.
We're gonna talk about Char Aznable.
No, we're not talking about that.
We also need to talk about
the Tears of Time.
Yeah, we do need to talk about the Tears of Time, because ending on Tears of Time is so fucking wild.
I'm sitting there. I
was like, why do I know this?
No, they can't be doing this.
But yeah, let's go back. So it starts off where we got into a tangent. It starts off with Nyan and Machu are fighting each other.
If you scroll back up in this, god damn it, I scrolled too far.
Can you call him a Char clone? Because he is Char.
He's a clone in time.
Well, that's,
No, that's
no,
just
he's not a
Char.
Star clone.
I
That's just
know.
Char.
I
Alternate
know.
reality. Yeah, it's a Char.
I know it's
We
literally
can call
Char.
him Hentai Star for short if you want to.
I know it's
Hentai
literally.
Tag,
God, I
Char
hate
if
you.
want.
I know it is literally just Char.
No,
I
it's
called
not.
it a Char clone because it's literally just because of the meme that you have to have a Char clone, and
But if you see, we just get Char.
we got our Char's dead. We had to go fish a whole new one out of a different universe.
No, our
I'm
Char
pretty
is
sure that's the Char from this universe. I'm pretty sure.
Are we
from the GQUUUUUX
Oh wait,
timeline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, because she said it's young.
The Char,
It's young Char Aznable. So actually, no.
Casval young boy.
he's not even. Well, he's
Casval.
not even. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Casval young boy.
Casval young boyo. That's what she calls him.
It's NLZ. It's it's NLZ Casval. Never let a zombie live Casval.
Except Garma is alive in this timeline.
Hey, Garma only had the curse's birth. Garma is living with his wife in their pineapple shirts in San Francisco.
Chilling.
I
had a whole anyway. We start off with Machu and Nyan reenacting the end of season 1 of Code Geass before they start fighting each other. They didn't let that mystery of who's inside of which suit go as long as I thought it would, and I'm very happy about
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
One thing about the story being so tight, thank you for not letting dumb shit go too long. All right, on another really quick side tangent, that whole like who's killing the G-Fred pilots plotline, I could see that easily being 3 episodes in a standard Link Gundam series where like they have to like run down clues and shit to figure out, oh, it's the guy all along. No, we got that shit done in 1 episode, and that nigga got turned into dust.
That would have been like a school arc. That would have been like a full-on like part of a school arc. In a regular Gundam series.
Also, I do love. Did y'all see what the target, the second target for the Cthulhu Dark Hole cannon was?
It was Earth, right? It was like just blowing off a section of Earth.
Yeah, just attacking Earth, and I was just like, but that'll just kill everyone. There would be no one left.
But that was
not how destruction to Earth works.
What is it?
Zeon has Earth territory. They own parts of Earth.
So that was
Cassilia don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, because like Cassilia is on the new types will be the future, like on that new types are the future pack, and are like we're gonna have to kill all those whose souls are weighed down by gravity. So she's on Char's motivation from Char's counterattack.
You mean that alternate timeline bullshit? Char's counterattack?
No,
I joke.
Like, yeah.
I joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I get you. Alternate timeline from here.
Because no, I just mean in general. I was making a joke in general because I think Char's counterattack is a character assassination of Char Aznable.
Wow,
it is completely off character. It makes no fucking sense.
Come get me, Amuro. I'm doing something wicked. All right.
As somebody who read the manga for it and the book, I have to agree. It doesn't feel right.
All right. All right. I'll give that to you. All right. So
it's not I mean, at least in the novel, they even go so far with it as the man uses a mobile armor again, which is something he said he'd never do.
Yeah.
Okay,
but anyway,
so they get into the fight. They realize who they are. They realize who each other are. They're both damn good pilots.
Can't you hear the screams?
Yes, can't you hear the screams? So like I'm wondering why, like I don't know if it's like Nyan's not as attuned to the what is it, the empathic side of like her new type powers as Machu is, but Nyan is only feels sick when she kills all those people. Oh, because didn't they say that it's something about how the Yomangantu is set up where it blocks out the feelings of empathy, because they're like, no real new type could use their abilities to kill that many people, and they're like, well, that thing can make it happen.
Well, what if Nyan is less of an empath new type and more of a psychic, like in Crossbone Gundam?
Okay, I can see that. I was also, the worst thing about it is I felt Machu is more like Tifa, in which she felt the pain of people dying. Because if you remember, like in Gundam X, when Gerard turns on the satellite cannon for the first time and vaporizes like apathy.
Sorry, I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth this year, so I'm when
you said Tifa.
Fantasy?
Yeah. No, but like in the second or third episode of Gundam X, Gerard kills like 50 people with the satellite cannon.
And she starts screaming.
Just screaming. And the episode ends. And then the next
episode begins screaming.
No, like for real. Like straight up screaming.
Oh yeah, no, like, yeah. So but like that is an interesting like lack of connection that Nyan had, but like Nyan is like, fuck it, I have to do this because like if I do, like, because Nyan's whole thing is like, if I do this I'll be able to see Shuji, and Machu's motivation is like, yeah, Shuji will love me. Machu's like, I have to save
Lala.
I have to save Lala because Shuji needs to see Lala. I was like, cool. So they start fighting. Yeah. They fight their way through the Yomangantu, and they end up like falling through the station. Yeah.
No, we'll get to that part in a second. Keep going.
They end up falling through the station, and Machu sees Shuji in front of her, and Shuji is like telling her that she needs to go somewhere else. So Machu gets out of the suit, and she falls from way too high onto her face onto a stage in the middle of a shootout. Huh?
There has to be some comic relief, man.
With Char and
who we find out she falls into the middle of the standoff, and this standoff is Cecilia in the midst of trying to escape the attack on the Yomangantu ends up running into the blonde stranger we saw run off from last week, and she's like, oh, you managed to weasel your way into the Yomangantu development team, young Casfall. And so the reason I wasn't certain if it was the only reason I wasn't certain if it was this universe voice actor. One, yes, it's the same voice actor. Right. It's always like, but Char like has had the same voice actor for a while, if I remember. And the only reason I wasn't certain if it was this universe as Char was, one, Cecilia, every time she meets or talks to Char, has just called him young Casball on GP, because like that's just been her thing. Like, because like, didn't she also call, like, once she realized who it was, wait, did Cecilia ever realize Char was Casfall in original UC?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Right before history's greatest headshot.
Yeah, that's why she kept him close.
Yeah. So like, because doesn't she also just call him young Casfall even like at the end?
Here she's like, yeah, she calls him Char Aznable, or should I say young Casfall.
So like, it's not like she's saying young Casfall as in like he's still young. It's just because like that's just how she calls
That's
him.
just what she calls him. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
She refers
to be fair, he's still young.
He still looks young. So it is very possible.
In Mobile Suit Gundam, he's only 20. So by the events of GQUUUUUX, which is 83, It's only been 4 years.
He's only 24.
Yeah, he's still young.
Nothing like watching these like 10x aces at the age of 24 have to hold the weight of worlds in their hands.
Do you think that Sayla matched Amuro's kill count of 114?
I don't know.
Did Sayla? Who knows?
I mean, because we know that she becomes the Federation's White Devil.
Yeah. But then Neon comes through the wall.
Neon comes through the wall. So all right, wait. So so they discuss something basically like because he only has time to like really realize that like it's actually Char. Well, not really realize it's Char. She knows it's Char. He says like I have to stop you. And did they exchange anything else?
Come back to my side.
Oh yeah, come back to my side. I'm trying to make a world for new types. I have to get rid of all those people on Earth.
She tried the Haman.
That's what you want, right? It's like you want the same thing, right?
It didn't work.
And he's like no, because this is basically Kotro Bejin with Char, you know?
Yeah. So that's like why. That's why I wasn't certain on what Char we had, because it was a distinct possibility in my mind that this was a Char coming from another time trying to find Lala.
No, because he even says later when he does this, when Lala makes him do a magical girl transformation,
she really did. This one only knows me as this.
Yeah, he also goes like this mobile armor was never developed in our timeline.
Oh, he says an hour? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He says in our timeline because the Psycom
it was set up in the Gundam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he finds his way back to the red Gundam.
There is some things that I find a bit confusing here, because there's lines that are made where Shoji is like, or Suji, whatever his name is like, he's like, this timeline isn't supposed to exist, and I'm like, but I'm pretty sure the Rose of Sharon showed up after the events changed, didn't it? Like it appearing isn't what caused Char to steal the Gundam, right?
No, it's not. So
this timeline just happened. Yeah. So
but
I don't know.
Maybe like the events like that he's saying that like this timeline shouldn't exist are more in relation to something with like the first Zeknova that occurred.
And here's another thing. I think that the theory that people have been putting out, that Shoji is Lala and Char's son, seems very, very plausible, because one, when Machu like bumps into Char, she says he smells like Shoji. And then when Shoji is trying to say, he's trying to help Lala, and it's probably because that's his mother. So just those little context clues there makes me think, oh, that's Char and Lala's son.
Yeah, and plus like Shoji saying like I'm from the other side.
Yeah, he's from the other side. So he's from a timeline where they have a kid together, I guess.
Distinctly possible.
No,
which has been a theory for a while, honestly.
Yeah. I do want to see what happens, because he's already told, like, we've already now found out what's causing the timelines to be like all fucked up. It's because we have two
Alpha Psychomu systems. Well, two Lalas, two Alpha Psychomus.
Yeah, but it feels weird because one Alpha Psychom system was already was developed separately from the one in Mobile Suit Gundam, and there's more than one SciComm system in Basic Universal Century.
Right, but like it's not that like it's not the point of like a single SciComm like you can't have multiple SciComm systems. It's something specifically special about the Alpha SciComm system, because they said like a Zeknova isn't a natural occurrence, and they say like it's like this is it's like the Alpha SciComm resonating with each other. Yeah, because they said that it's the alphas that resonate that causes Zeknova. So if it's the alphas that resonate that cause Zeknovas, it's was it the not Hammurabi, the Rose of Sharon is there during the attack on Salamis.
Oh, you mean the Elmeth? Yeah.
The Elmeth. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the Elmeth is there. Would be there when the first Zeknova happened, because that's how they happen, or the first one is what brought it there. I'm pretty sure we'll like get that info like uploaded into our cortexes in like the next episode.
I'm just hoping and praying that episode 12 doesn't do like an Edeon thing where like the world gets like deleted or some shit.
Oh man.
Because I like this world. I like this continuity. I want to see what happens. I want to see Amuro. I want to see Camille. I want to see all these characters we haven't seen yet. Where's Haman Karn? Like, where are all these characters?
We talked about this.
She's having a good life because she didn't have to meet Char.
Haman's having a great life.
Haman never met Char.
Because
Lala never met Char, right? And
Lala's having a shit life because she didn't meet Char.
Having a shit life. Yeah.
Oh yeah, her life is okay. She's having a bad life.
Horrible. And apparently Char's been around for a while, just doing shit. Apparently he went to the other side and came back. That needs to be explained, please.
All right, so
they're not going to explain shit. They don't have enough time.
Are we missing anything else? So we did get to watch old man Chalia fight the young dude in the Gyan, delete most of the Gyan force. And they're fighting over why are you going against Cassilia? She's trying to make a home for new types, blah blah blah. We have the discussion that like gives a little more credence, or gives a little more clarity on like what exactly the what's it called, the Yomanganthu is, because they're like, oh, new types can't kill that many people, new types can never like attack the earth like that. It's like, well, that thing will make it possible. I don't know how she knows that. She's not even supposed to be part of this development team. So like, all right, whatever. We get to Char. Char and Shuji talk to each other.
Wow. And somebody just pointed out that when you watch the Elmeth like being used and everything, it doesn't glow like a Zeknova, it glows like Axis Shot.
Yeah, because and like we talked about this briefly last week, that
I thought like Zeknova. I thought they were the same thing.
Yes.
I thought it was like a
Zeknova and Axis Shock are the same thing.
I just thought it was a different name.
That was the thought.
Play two sides of the same coin.
But like the only thing that we've seen create Zeknovas is the Red Gundam, and it's the Alpha Psi is coming off of the Alpha SciComm system. So when the Red Gundam is like pushed, it seems like that's like where it comes from, except for the Yomanganthu weapon, which is pushing the Elnef's Alpha SciComm system to create targeted Zeknovas. Let's see. But yeah, so the whole thing about like it's Axis Shock. So the thing that has me concerned about the end of this episode, they say like the reaction's happening again. Every time that this has happened, it has been mass energy flowing from our universe somewhere else. So one, where is that showing up in the other universes?
Oh my god.
And two, this one is happening the other way. There's mass flowing this way. So is Axis just about to appear?
Big NFL09 said, IndyCar, my beloved.
Well, it's like a. I always considered it the like it's a dark hole cannon or like a wormhole cannon. So it is sending something to a different universe, but it doesn't matter because everything that went into that thing fucking exploded. So if anything, just a random shit ton of debris and yeah, it's just gonna show up somewhere,
but like
around Earth's orbit.
Yes, it's a random shit ton of debris, but like if you're in, so like I'm thinking about like if Axis didn't compress and get ripped apart, Axis disappeared whole. So if Axis
got chunked.
Oh well, yeah.
Axis oh my god, Axis just shows up in GQUUUUX.
Yes, because like they said, a bunch of mass energy is like reversing this in this direction. So if the Zeknova is the inverse of Axis shock, and we're reversing the flow.
That would be really stupid though, because then like you're telling me like Amuro Ray and the fucking new Gundam is gonna show up?
No, why would? Oh yeah, you're right. Because Amuro disappeared with Axis shock.
Baby.
Yeah,
like we have really fucked up the timelines.
Yeah, and at the end of the episode, Grandpa shows up.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Like the original RX-79 too.
Oh yeah, because like that's what they're previewing is about to show up. Is like the 79-2 is about like because it's not even like the one with the extra thrusters and shit. It's like the straight up 79-2.
It is a straight up RX-78-2, and it's like
the 78,
78. Sorry,
destroy this.
Yeah, that's So that's the gist of the confusion, and then we end on Tears of Time. So like that's the other reason I think like, oh, like are we going to see Axis and everything that disappeared there show up here because we ended with the music from Char's counterattack?
I mean, I would love it if they did more alternate UC stuff. Like I love alternate UC stuff quite a bit, and I really like what they've done with GQUUUUX. I just wish it had more time, man. I just wish
everybody wants the show to have more time.
Like if they had taken these 12 episodes and just doubled their runtime to 24 episodes and then done a 2-year time skip to the start of Zeta, but with like Zeta in this timeline.
The Zeta in this timeline would be absolute madness because the transformation system's already
an entirely different show.
But Char's still around, and who knows? Maybe Casval takes control of Zeon, or Garma leads Zeon. You know, like
I don't think it would be Garma. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Garma.
Well, Dozel's dead. Dozel died. In the war,
but Garma doesn't want to be there.
Girin's dead. Cecilia's
I understand, dead. Like, oh, there's a power vacuum. Garma doesn't want to be there unless like someone goes and drags his ass up there. Yeah, like there's going to be a power vacuum.
I can imagine Garma though.
Nature of 4 is a vacuum.
In the Girin's Greed games, there's a whole scenario where Garma survives. And the quote unquote good people within Zeon side with him.
Mm-hmm.
So like Ron Baral and the like. Yeah.
Thomas Rebellion.
Okay. That is
Where's Ron Baral? Did Ron Baral survive the 1-year war? I need to know.
No,
where's my boy?
No, I don't think he did. I really think that he would have run into Sailor. If we know that they,
but then again, but no, I don't know. Well, no, we don't. Well, we can't even say that though, because like the Black Five Stars are still alive, or they were.
That's true.
Yeah, they survived the war.
We can't even say that.
They survived a war until 2 kids killed them in a prize fight.
Yeah. Where's Sayla at during all this?
Because like we see we saw her during like the flashback.
Yeah, she was in like a gun cannon or something.
Yeah, the modified mass
the
production.
light cannon. Yeah,
Yeah, pilots
it's basically it's basically their equivalent of the Gundam because their
the
Gundam
gun
got
cannon
stolen,
was the
but
only one that made it out.
But they had that's another thing they changed in like the first like the remake of episode 1 of Gundam is that instead of fighting a bunch of Zaku's, he ends up running into the prototype Gundam, so the RX-78-1 instead of like some Zaku's. And so it would make sense that the Federation still had Gundam like schematics and designs that they would then use to make mass production suits. And I think the suit is called like the light cannon, I think. That's what it's called.
And light type. I'm looking at the figure right now. It's gun cannon light type.
Yeah, okay.
And Sayla even does her colors in Gundam colors.
Yeah, it's the Gundam colors. Yep.
Sorry, I'm reading and my brain isn't functioning properly. We
only see Sayla for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any thoughts, theories, or odd happenings that they have confusion about, or what?
Not really. I just need to know where everyone went. where all the people from.
You know what? I have something to say. Fuck you, Sunrise.
They really show like, hey, we're gonna leave the people wanting more.
I'm sick of this shit.
And this is a lot more than what I wanted to want more. This is the second time
you've done this shit to me. You fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, I can't get fooled again.
To be fair, this time it didn't really bother me that much. No, this time it bothers me more than the last time because I didn't really fuck with GQUUUUUX like that. I thought GQUUUUUX was really boring, honestly.
Well, for freaks like me who like both, I am beyond devastated.
I am devastated. They have ruined my day. They've made a mockery of all that I love.
They ruined my year, man.
And also, we did a Universal.
At least they're gonna make
war, you know. Finally,
I guess, and it's UC. To be fair, I don't even know if I would really call this shit UC for real.
I mean, it's alternate UC. So it's still UC, but
it doesn't feel like you. Yeah, it doesn't feel like you know. That's what I mean. It doesn't have the.
It's doing something different than the other UC series, so it has its own.
Yeah.
It
has its own flair.
UC to me, it feels like it has like especially early in the show. Early in the show is very double Zeta feeling.
No, I can agree with that, but as time goes on, it feels more like what's it called?
Evangelion.
I'm telling you,
no. The only thing Evangelion to me is like G-Fred, but even still, it's just like the faceplate and like the color of that thing.
I would argue the three main characters of this show, Nyan, Machu, and Shoji, are based off of characters from Evangelion.
All of them have combinations of like.
I guess
Shoji is like Nanami. Nyan is kind of like Asuka, and then Machu is like the main character of Evangelion.
Shinji.
I would not say Machu's like Shinji.
Yeah, I can't give you the other two. I got you. Machu's not so much.
She has similarities.
Who's the angel boy who Shinji falls in love with or whatever according to all the fans?
Oh, what's his name? I know who you're talking about. He's in the movies.
Who's the angel boy? I don't know. I don't know who.
There's like at the end,
the angel that like comes in as a person.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
basically.
Oh, you don't know his name.
The one who tries to sleep with Shinji. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
There's no one really like that in this show.
Have you ever seen what the full version of the GQUUUUX gun tank looks like?
Actually, I don't think I have.
I'm mad because it's not getting a figure, but it looks really
Is
cool.
there a model kit of it or something?
No, they just have the art for it.
Yo, well, all right, for real. Gyan's face. Gyan's. God, Gyan and Yan are too close to each other.
Saying that,
God.
keep saying that shit. Keep saying that, and I'm gonna make a Gyan with cat ears.
Nah, you're right. The gun tank.
Wait, where's the gun tank picture?
Tank,
I need a gun tank picture. Put it into you, please.
It looks a lot. It has like rail cannons.
Right.
Hell yes.
Where are we?
General.
Oh, General. Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna make a Tau battle suit like this. I'm gonna like make God, the wave.
Oh God.
I'm gonna make a Riptide with shoulder mounted linear cannons and rocket launchers.
Yeah, I just
put that bitch on tracks.
The more I just like see of GQUUUUX, I want more, man.
I don't know
why the fuck did y'all give Hideki Anno and Studio Kara only 12 episodes? Y'all should have greenlit this shit for 3 seasons at least.
They just don't love you. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. They just don't love you like that. What's up?
Sorry, man.
Construction version.
Oh yeah, we did see that. I fuck with that. So
wait, did we see that?
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh
it was
yeah,
at the
we saw this
site.
with Playboy. Yeah, that's when Playboy was there. Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of. I mean, but this is
I don't
something
know
that happened
about
in,
this
regular. This happened in regular Gundam too.
Yeah.
It's
all the construction.
There were a lot of feels like
yeah,
it feels like constructions up a little.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine? Like, okay, I've always thought this was like such a wild concept. They called it the hobby Hyzak, and I'm like, the Hyzak is still a pretty damn, it would have only been a 6-year-old mobile suit at the time when he was piloting it. I'm like, that thing would have been fucking insane on a civilian market.
The Hyzak?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the Gelgoog in GQUUUUX just being a GM?
We just had a whole conversation.
It makes sense. It kind of makes sense considering that
because they based it off of the Gundam. Yeah, they based it off the Gundam.
Yeah, like in original they were making Goku to compete with the Gundam, but now they have a Gundam, so they're just trying to mass produce it. They're just copying it, pretty much.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, no, that was a great bit of like storytelling and everything. I was like, okay, I'll allow you to call this a Gelgoog.
He'll allow it. He approves.
Look
at that.
I don't think you got a choice, big dog.
Oh, did you not like it, Kuro?
Oh no, I loved it. I thought it was really funny. No, I'm just joking at the phrasing. Like I allow this. Like okay, I don't think you have a choice. Cameron, Super King of Gundam, has allowed this modification to the lore.
Yeah.
I still
there's
torn with the BBL Zaku's.
The BBL Zaku.
I like the Zaku design in this.
All right, I do like the Zaku design. I actually like the Zaku design for the civilian use, like when they have it for the police, more than I liked it for like the military green Zakus. I don't know why. It looks like. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, the military one.
I can't comment.
The military ones have their legs are skinnier, honestly. If you look at the 2 pictures, than the military police ones.
That is not something I recognize. That might be why I have Yeah.
There's a larger gap between the like leg
thigh
armor
gap.
and the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's Char's versus the police
I think
armor.
just scream thigh gap.
I like it a lot because it kind of, it's like a skinnier Zaku 4.
So
It
Okay.
doesn't even look
all
that
right.
skinny.
So you know what it makes me think of? So in like
What it
older
makes me think of?
uniforms, that you like see for like military operations and stuff like that, there used to like not be any like real cinching and stuff around the legs, but like the new look for like high speed dudes in the military is like you bind up all that stuff so you don't have like loose fabric and shit, so it gives you kind of like a fat thigh look and a skinny shin look. So it looks like a more like modern operator look versus like the flare bottom looks of the older mobile suits.
But yeah, but like look, it's not that different from the Zaku 4, honestly.
Yeah, like it's the new Zaku's look like what is it? What's the what was Gelgug? Yeah. The new Zaku's are like the shape of the Gelgug shield. Like it's an oval. That's what I'm trying to say. The other ones look kind of like a pyramid. Like they continuously get wider as you go down. And I think it's just like how they did the thruster design.
You have
And
opinions on that Zaku.
here, no. But yeah, nah, it's like
And
these.
I don't like it. I'm sorry.
I
do see why you say it as a BBL, because like you can see it from the front, so it must be that big in the back.
Those are just the thrusters.
It's just the thrusters,
Those are
but
the thrusters.
yes, they are the thrusters.
Like they want me to push thrusters.
I hate you. Yes, it's just the thrusters, but it does look like it has a BBL. I'm so upset at that. To be fair, this Zaku 4 looks like it has a bustle.
God,
I just love the mech designs in this show. People have been talking so much shit, and I'm like, they're so good. And then people were
the only one I don't like is the Zaku. The only one I don't like is the Zaku.
Yeah, I'm just talking in general. Like, people were complaining that they look too much like stuff from Evangelion, and I was just like, and
I can see like how they're like,
selling point.
It looks like stuff from Ava Rebuild. I can see and understand why you say that. That does not detract from any of this to me.
No, that's a selling point, dog. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Look, also plus side, dick thrusters.
Looks good in action.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it uses its shin knee plates as armor or whatever the fuck. That gives me unending knee pain.
I just really, I don't know, man. I was really skeptical of the designs when they were first announced and they were first released.
They do look they look a lot better in motion than in stills.
In motion, they look so good.
Yeah.
The Gundam was fine. Like the first thing I saw was the Gundam, and I thought the Gundam was fine. I thought it was cool.
I did think the Gundam was cool with the exposed Vulcans.
It has the what do you call it? The Street Fighter or whatever the hell, MMA, like Ultimate Fighter look or whatever. It looks like it was like getting down and dirty. If anything, that's like the only thing I would say I'm a little bit disappointed is that it's not a brawler style mobile suit, but it doesn't really matter. It's cool as fuck. I'll probably buy a kit.
I will say that I think
August or something.
I just keep coming back to the pacing of this show, and I think that's why maybe Gundam hasn't hit with more people lately, because they're not pacing them correctly.
So
like I think GQUUUUUX probably needed less episodes. and this needed more. Because GQUUUUX was slow.
I think GQUUUUX needed
slow.
39 episodes. If they had like
it was
3
too
episodes,
slow, dog. Oh my god.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think it was too slow.
I don't agree with you on that
time
one.
in the academy.
I do. Yeah, I do not agree.
I feel like I liked
slow.
everything we did in the academy. I feel like we needed more time to deal with the stuff on Earth, and I feel like easily just double the length of the stuff on Earth, and I would have also been happy with it.
Yeah, they didn't need to cut the academy. They needed to just have more time on Earth.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying.
It would have fit well.
It was just also GQUUUUX didn't feel like a Gundam show. And that's probably because it wasn't a Gundam show. It was fucking Revolutionary Girl Utena. And if I wanted to watch Revolutionary Girl Utena, I could just do that.
I like the mobile suits. I actually really did. I have my opinions about some things in the series, but overall, I enjoyed the series. I mean, let's see. If you're talking modern Gundam series, I liked it more.
I think GQUUUUX was the only thing for me with GQUUUUX as I like screamed from the mountaintops.
I liked the lesbians.
We needed more. Well, yeah, I love my daughter, but what we needed with GQUUUUX is basically what we need with this show. It needs time. We need stuff to simmer more, especially at the end. Like right now, we're getting ready to do one more episode with what feels like should have been a 3-episode arc.
Because like in one episode we had
this last episode was would be like 4 episodes in like Zeta or something.
In one episode we had like a bunch of fights happen. Cassilia gets shot. Char Aznable shows up. The fucking
by the way, like
a bunch of shit happens.
We're probably not even gonna like. How are we gonna figure out? How are we gonna fight Amuro or whoever the hell's in Grandpa? Figure out whatever the fuck happened to Playgirl and her connection with Gfred or whatever that also caused her to shoot Cassilia in the back.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna figure out about like Lala or whatever the hell? And being in a yoga manto.
Look, Nyan looks so freaked out when she's like, "Oh God, I shot her! Oh God, I shot her!"
Yeah, like, wait, what? How did I shoot her? And then her eyes light up again, and the Gundam like moves on its own. It's like, okay, what the hell's happening here? Also, who the fuck is in this Gundam?
I was real skeptical of the character designs when they first announced that it was going to be the person who did Pokemon Sun and Moon. I was real skeptical.
I was not. I was not. I was actually like skeptical. All good because like all the character design in Sun and Moon like hit for me.
I'll admit I was wrong. The designs are good.
Anything we've ever seen in a Gundam series.
Honestly, it's some of my favorite character work that I've seen.
The facial expressions quite a bit.
Yeah, they're really good.
My girl Matsu has the most
it's kind of a reverse. It's like a kind of like
I love our little hothead, man.
Like I think they struck a really good balance because everything is kind of grungy and kind of realistic looking.
Yeah.
And it's like the opposite of Gundam Age where everything just felt really, really like cartoony. So they struck a really good balance.
Who was the designer for Age? Because like I feel I know this from somewhere. Oh crap, I don't remember. I feel like I had a point.
It was Michinori Shiba and Takuzo Nagano. I don't know what they worked on before this. So
God, I'm trying to think like where I feel like I've seen like I feel like I like Gundam Age for what I feel like they were trying to do with it. Like Gundam Age really felt like it was supposed to be young person's first Gundam series.
It's a shame there's not a third part to it.
Yeah, I do remember our that's a real shame it like that that third, they really ended it after that pirate arc. Damn. uh what is it, genocidal grandpa killing the Senate is still probably my favorite. How xenophobic is your grandfather, man? Well, oh,
considering things that are currently happening, I feel with Grandpa. I understand Grandpa's frustration.
So one of the people who was one of the character designers.
It's not actual, by the way. You can't get me.
So Michinori Shiba, they are the animation director for the Build Fighter series.
And they also worked on, and they're the one that did Age.
Yeah, they did the character designs. They also worked on the character designs for Age.
What outside that, what else did they do?
And then the other designer, Takuzo Nagano, is best known for working at level 5 as the character designer for Professor Layton and Yokai Watch.
Okay, it's the Yokai Watch. Because like this feels like a kid's collection show that I've seen before, and I was like, I don't know where I'm trying to get, because like it reminded me of like character design from like Beyblade or some other shit like that.
It's the Yokai Watch guy making a Gundam, doing the character animations for a Gundam show.
Yeah, like so, but like I felt like that was the vibe that they were going, because like it was the youngest protagonist. It does feel a whole lot more like a kid's show than anything else. And it's like, all right, this like may not be my favorite, but like if I were to like pick a Gundam show to like start like a younger cousin on, it would probably be Gundam Age. Even if like now I still don't like Gundam Age like that. Here, let's watch this. Because like I feel like this will hold you better than trying to get into the pot, like at least like until like the second and third parts of the show, where it like goes like looks at the deep end and goes wee. Oh, and like
for
let's not
starter show for like kids, probably would be the Build series. Honestly,
Build series, yes. But like if I had to show them like what is Gundam, because like yes, I can show you the Build series. The Build series isn't like a Gundam show, if you know what I mean.
No, it's not. But it has G Savior, so it's the best.
You go, this is, you haven't watched Build Fighters, and then you go, see, this is the Build Fighters universe. When you die in your
so everybody goes to be happy.
This is Valhalla.
Is where everyone goes.
Oh, what if they do? Oh, I just thought about it. What if they do Idiot? But everybody in this show gets transferred to the Build Fighters universe.
And like the end of it is just a commercial for the new season of Build Fighters.
You say that as if Gundam isn't just a commercial for plastic toys, dog.
Look.
I mean, yeah, but it's also
right now
it's Japan's Star Wars.
We're all hoping the series ends like the promotional image they sent out earlier in the year, but
yeah, I guess it can be Japan's Star Wars because the fan base is just as insufferable.
Oh, yeah, true. Like, look at that promotional image.
The only thing I'm insufferable about when it comes to Gundam is A, I'm a G Savior fan, and B, I hate Gundam Seed.
Both of those are acceptable opinions.
During today, aren't we, sir?
I do. My hope is that this like is a precursor, and that this show does well. Which, not a good track record for this, because Sunrise beyond that fuck shit sometimes. But like this would be a good precursor, and then it just opens up Gundam multiverse shit, and I'd be down for that.
I am kind of down for that.
So we can stop making shit during the 1-year war, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, that honestly, that was
Sorry, did you say another secret Gundam? To be fair, I'm about to say, to be fair, that show wasn't that bad.
Which one?
It was actually decent. The Wolf Zaku lady show. I forget what it's called. The real Unreal Engine 3 one or 5 one.
The Netflix show.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
too.
the Netflix show. You know what's crazy? Man,
Requiem.
Thank you.
Requiem for Vengeance
or something.
That name.
Yeah, it's a show I love so much.
That's such a shit name. The name is they put that shit in, they put that in a fucking name generator. Like,
or they just made names that sound cool in English from a Japanese person. This is a Japanese dude wanting to sound cool in English, man.
Well, no, I just mean like Requiem and Revenge are like such basic ass things to put into the title of a game, you know?
Well, they chose Requiem because she's a violinist. That's the whole point for that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it doesn't make it sound better, but it puts context to the name.
What the fuck? Oh, this is incredible. I love being alive.
What is this?
But
now?
yeah, I just.
Oh, so like that's because actually Artemis was in here last week. Like, yeah, I was like excited because like, oh, this is like an alternate UC show, so I thought like maybe I could start off a friend on this. And like first like 5-6 episodes, yeah, this is fine. I can like rock you through this. Last half of the season, there's way too much to explain.
Yeah, you have to like. You should at least know the original Mobile Suit Gundam to get some of the references.
Like, because like
and
even
a little bit as soon as we get to episode 6 and the Psycho Gundam shows up and Bask Ohm shows up, and you have to be like,
but like,
well, we kind of have to explain Zeta Gundam shit to you now.
On those, you don't even really need to explain it. Because like, oh, it's just like that's like the type of like Easter egg that you can drop and like it's not consequential. Because like Bascom showing up is cool for everyone that knows who Bascom is. Otherwise, it's just
Zeta Gundam.
Yeah. Otherwise, like it doesn't matter because like until we get to like Machu going to Earth to meet Lala, that's when you're like, okay, no, you need to know how Gundam ended. Like, you need to know how know and understand how Gundam ended. And as we're getting into what may happen in the next episode, you might need to know how Char's counterattack went, because like those become key to understanding the interplay of the characters and the motivation that's going on. Because like, oh, like who's this random girl that's here? Like, oh, she's a new type and she has visions of the other side. Like, what exactly does that mean? And then like, oh, you have the other one that's in the water. Like, okay, that's weird. And if you're just watching this I'm watching chat, but like if you're just watching this for the first time and you don't understand like these characters had like strong things happening to each other, there's like nothing that really bridges because like there's nothing that bridges this part of the series together if you don't know how everything else already happens.
I was just like, just watch for it, chat. Watch. We're gonna see at the end of GQUUUUX, we're gonna have a scene like at the end of G Fighter where it's just like a bunch of suits from all across Gundam fucking showing up and fighting for no reason.
I just imagine like this is gonna end with someone yelling out
Domon shows up.
No, I'm gonna say like this is gonna end with someone yelling "Moonlight Butterfly" and all this shit's gonna get erased.
I say yeah, we're just in the turn A timeline. Yeah,
it's turn A time.
Like turn A turn, bitch. What goes away?
Oh my god, that actually. Wait.
All the colonies drop towards Earth, and it's like, actually, this is the start of After War X. Enjoy.
Oh god.
Welcome to After War, bitch.
But yeah, it's cool. I like GQUUUUX a lot. I hope there's more. I hope they're just like, hey, we're doing a second season.
It's obviously GQUUUUX, man.
No, it's GQUUUUX.
Nah. They even call it GQUUUUX in the show. Or GQUUUUX
No,
in
they
the show.
don't. They say JQUUUUX.
They say GQUUUUX.
No, they say GQUUUUX.
Because like when they said like what's up with this name? It's a placeholder because it's an experimental unit, so it's like GQUUUX. But it's like they had to fill out the character limit.
Yeah, put a bunch of U's in there for some reason.
It's a very Hideki Anno thing to do, honestly. It feels very up his
What's the name?
lane.
GQUUUX. So G, like the letter G, the letter Q, the letter X. No, GQUUUUX.
Yeah.
I need someone to come and hit that man in the knee with a pipe every time he does something dumb like this.
Hideki Anno is just like,
hey, don't be hard because sometimes he cooks.
No. If he cooks, you don't hit him with the pipe
every time.
No, like this name is dumb.
To be fair. Oh no, the name is dumb, but the content is always good.
This is what the pipe is for. You hit him with the pipe when he does a dumb thing. But the
content is good.
But sometimes as time goes on, the dumb thing becomes not dumb. And then you hit him in the kneecaps for no reason.
Also, this might not be, to be fair, this might not be Hideki Anno's fault, because Studio Kara also did Fooly Cooly.
That is true.
And that shit is spelled FLCL.
Yeah.
But like that's like short and compact. Like this now is not.
Yeah, but again.
So have you
it's
really quick
FLCL pronounced Fooly Cooly.
All right, so the Yomengantu, have you seen what its namesake looks like?
The Cthulhu monster? No.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna post it in Studio Feed.
Yeah.
So in Studio Feed, this is what the Yomengantu actually looks like. So it is pretty
Is that a giant
accurate.
flower?
Yes, it's a giant. It looks like a giant flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate to its namesake.
What the fuck is this thing with Ambi?
Say what?
It seems about right.
What the hell is this
Cam's
posted with Ambi?
Cam doesn't like cheeseburgers.
Cam's a certified cheeseburger hater. I'm gonna watch that off stream because I have no idea.
Who doesn't? You don't.
No, you don't.
You don't like cheeseburgers?
I love cheeseburger. I actually just had a cheeseburger before I got here. I'm gonna have me a cheeseburger right now. Oh shit.
Understandable.
No, D's saying that, but I'm just confused because I'm like, wait, is this? I'm like, that's definitely Ambi's voice actor. I'm like,
yeah.
I think it's a voice actor, but
I still can't believe that they made Char into a fucking magical girl.
Yo, look, when they hit the magical girl transformation, I hollered.
We've straight up just gone. We've straight up just gone into fucking. We've gone straight into.
Sorry, go ahead. Go finish.
This straight up space magic, dog.
Well, oh yeah, when I messaged them today,
Gundam, baby.
When I messaged them today, what was it that I said? Ready to talk about more new type bullshit tonight? New type space magic bullshit tonight.
I fucking love new type bullshit. I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah.
I need more.
Yeah, every time
I love my space magic. Give me more.
But whenever I say it's new type bullshit, I want y'all to know it's not derogatory. That is said in extreme affection.
New type bullshit is a loving term.
I love
new type bullshit.
When new types use the power of love and the will of humanity to overcome obstacles and make things slightly better before we fuck shit up again in the next series.
Look,
I love that.
I'm sorry,
it's my favorite part of this show.
The one other thing that you said that got me is that Kira is new type Fent, and I don't think I've been right since.
Yeah, it's new type Fent.
So
why is Char saying, "What up, baby? Have you found my rose?"
Have you seen my boyfriend? Kill yourself now. Immediately.
Big Daddy has arrived. Tell Blonde Boy it's on site.
I can't. My face hurts. Oh my god.
I always thought who is this, like, okay, the chick who pilots the Gelgoog in that one episode that gets killed pretty easily. Is she supposed to be like an analog from someone from the original show?
No, she's like
she's just like a rando.
She's
a new character
unique to
just for this.
Yeah,
but like she's
just a random Federation pilot.
Yeah,
she's
she
an
is
ace.
Yeah,
so, like,
she's
I
an
feel
ace
like
of the
she would have
Federation.
existed in the original.
So the weird thing about it is, and they give her kill count, and it doesn't match up with any of the kill counts of like any of the aces from like that we know. So
nobody. Well, to be fair, there should be a lot. There should be massive differences between the old one and the new one. To be fair.
Yeah, but where's the white dingoes? That's where the white dingoes.
They probably don't exist. Australia. They probably don't exist since the colony drop probably actually hit Brazil this time.
Do we have a map of Earth in this timeline that would show that?
We get a.
So wait, Operation British happens. Operation British happens before the events of Gundam.
Yeah, because British still happens.
Because Gundam's like halfway through the 1 year war.
Well, it's September.
Really? Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the war has already happened by the point we're just in. I mean,
yeah, and it's also like I think that's like part of the point that they try to make as the story progresses is that the 1 year war didn't change just because Char got the Gundam.
Yeah.
Like there were a bunch of different things that happened to change it. Like they actually mass produced the Big Zam.
Yes.
You know.
well, and the funny
but like
thing is,
it changes
what it means is M'Quve was right. And I hate to say it, M'Quve was right.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kick this nigga out the chat?
Wait, all right. What was No, wait, hold on. Clarify. What was M'Quve? Clarify. What was M'Quve right about?
Can't change the entire course of the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said. Well, yeah, he said once we mass produce the Big Zom, Zeon will be undefeated or whatever the hell he said.
That was what Dozer said. M'Quve's whole thing was about moving the supplies back up there, and he had already said once he was done, Zeon would have been able to fight on for 10 more years. As we found out in the series.
To be fair, well, I say to be fair, in the actual show, that's true because they still develop mobile suits, like, and they still like build up like Axis and shit, like
the Control of Mars.
Like that's not.
Yeah, the Oldsmobile from Sentinel. They owned Mars.
In GQUUUUX, they make it very clear though. They're like, look, they're like,
and they had ties with the Jupiter colonies as well, and the Jupiter Empire.
They're like, look,
but that return for the Jupiter Empire is a bit of a problem.
They show you both literally from whatever that place is, Jupiter. You said. So you guys can't hear my fan blowing, can you?
No. Not really. It's suppressed.
It is. Right. It is really interesting that the Jupiter's kind of not like it is in the original UC. It's like because like they got because when Chalia when they went there, he got fucked up, right? Like their crew.
Yeah,
they were dead.
This one,
well, they got cleaned up by Amuro pretty easily.
Yeah, in the other one,
didn't Amuro beat him or one of or somebody like without breaking a fucking sweat?
Yeah, no, he drops Chalia pretty easily in the series.
To be fair, Amuro is kind of bullshit.
I mean,
he's good.
Yeah,
it was so bullshit that they had to write him out of the show, pretty much.
Yeah. But then it also begs the question: where the fuck are all the other Gundams they made? Where's the Pixie? Where's all the at least 17 other Gundams they made?
But
I imagine they probably still exist, but
well, I guess like that's the question. Like, so the timeline of the Gundam project, did they start producing them before they started getting combat? Because like from at least like what I understand, the other like special produced Gundams were produced based off the combat data from Amuro's Gundam, kind of fixing gaps that they saw in its performance throughout like the 1 year war, or filling strategic needs that they had. Like maybe they still did it, but like when the Federation was put on the back foot by losing the ground war, then maybe they just didn't have time to do that development.
Well, look, because it's think about it this way: the RX-78 is the RX-78-2. The next evolution to it was the G3, which was built off of Amuro's combat data.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the G3, then you're definitely not going to have like the 4 and 5 or Mudrock.
Yeah,
which is the 6. Yeah, but I was talking like the Pixie and the fucking
but like the Pixie's is a rebuild of the 78 too, isn't it?
It's a stripped down 78 too.
Yeah, and like they didn't have data from a 78 to like reproduce, so like then they would have been working from the gun cannon light type then.
Blue Destiny, and you know, like there's so much stuff during the 1 year war.
Yeah, like there is indeed like so much that happens in the 1 year war, but like a lot of it does. So like what we see is like losing the Gundam or Zeon getting their hands on the Gundam changes everyone's development paths, because like the Federation was just starting their work on mobile suits, and like they lost like their main first prototype, so like they didn't have development data on it. But that also gives Zeon beam weapons much earlier into the war, so that solves one of Zeon's biggest resource issues, because like they didn't have an issue of power, they had an issue of having to use solid ammo for like that entire conflict, when they have to like keep the resources up for that. At that point, ammunition and shots become a power exchange. So when we see that, like it shuts off entire lines of development that Zeon stops pursuing. So like all of those varied mobile armors that Zeon produced throughout the war, because they had to concentrate resources into single units, that can be split up into being able to have more tactically flexible units. And that's why like the Gelgug, which is like supposed to be built on like the next level of the Gundam, like on like the level of the Gundam be mass produced. Like, okay, we're building GMs now because we just got Gundams. Like they're, and then it makes sense because the Gyan didn't work because the beam weapons for the Gyan weren't on time. But the Gyan gets beam weapons at development now, so the Gyan can actually become the A suit that it was meant to be.
Yeah, but I think my issue is less on the Zeon side of things.
Sorry, but no,
it's more on the Federation side of things.
No, but to your point,
they developed a Gundam.
To your
so
point,
wouldn't they have the scientists who built it? The designers would still be around.
No, because I don't. It's funny because
Tim Ray doesn't get sucked into space in this one, does he?
No, they don't. But Tim makes a point of making. But I'm pretty sure Tim makes a point of saying that they lost all the development data in this one. That's one of the differences, I think.
Oh, so that's just bad OPSEC then.
No, it's not necessarily bad OPSEC. They put the development data to carry and like sustain the Gundam on its main carrier, which was the White Base. Like it was supposed to be on the most defended ship of
also rip to my homie Bright Noah.
Yo, look, we're debating. We're talking about like someone was saying like I hope Bright Noah decided at that moment to go like to the bathroom or something on a lower deck, and maybe he survived.
Nah, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, I was like, nah, Bright Noah was an officer. He was probably on the bridge. He was like a junior officer. That man was like standing watch on the bridge when that beam cannon went through it.
And the continued vendetta that somebody at Sunrise has against Bright Noah continues. Someone hates that man. I don't know what the fuck.
To be fair, giving him a quick, clean death like this is probably
better
the nicest they've ever done. Yeah, better than
dragging his name through the mud and executing your own son. Dragging
his name through the mud, demoting him, being branded a terrorist.
getting beat up by the Titans at one time.
Yeah, getting beat up by an autonomous special operations force that answers to no one.
I will say that Bright Noah, good man, didn't cheat on his wife. It was right there he could have, but he decided, nah, back woman.
What's the other shit? So, but like on the point, like, so like they lost, like losing the white base and the Gundam, they lost like their development, they lost their sustainment information. Like, yes, Anaheim probably has like the master files to reproduce it, but like at that point, so it was it's
Anaheim wouldn't have anything, Jared. This has been Federation based.
Oh, yes, this is all entirely done by the Federation. So it's possible like the factory that they had to like produce it could like, oh, we can build a new Gundam, but it's
weird to me that they would have only one copy of the data. That's so bizarre.
No. So
it doesn't make any damn sense.
All right, no. So I'm not saying like they would have necessarily lost all of it. So like, yes, they can rebuild their own.
Because there was already the prototype Gundam.
Right.
They already had a prototype.
Right, because there's the Gundam, there's the 78, there'd be the 78-1. So like you could like build off of that. So, but God, I'm trying to remember the exact name of like the issue. So this is something that happens in F1. And I promise I'm gonna loop it back. So when teams like have a concept that they go down and they realize they're going down the wrong path, and they like look at another team like, okay, we can just copy what they're doing. If you're copying what someone else is doing at the same time as they're developing on from that point, you're always going to be playing catch up to them. So the only way that you get around that a lot of times is you have to develop the next, you have to like guess and develop the next step ahead. So like a lot of those, so the way this comes back, if the Federation were to take the development data that they had from the Gundam, that Zeon has that development data, and they're building, Zeon's like getting combat data, developing it, and has the resources to keep working on it. Zeon's going to be further down that developmental path than the Federation could get if they try to run down the same path that Zeon's going. So the idea of them saying like, okay, we're just going to go with the next thing that we have. So we're going to work from the Gundam, the gun cannon light type, because this is a more flexible multi-role unit than like what the Gundam is, or whatever bullshit reason they sell themselves on going down that way.
They didn't get a completed gun tank in this one. Like that, you can see the gun tank was being built.
Yeah.
So they didn't even get a damn gun tank out of this.
But like, to be fair, like from the Origin series and stuff that we see, the gun tank had been produced in some form even before the Gundam was.
Yeah. The
yeah, because like it's the bipedal. Yeah, the Origins messes with the timeline and stuff like that. But like the bipedal control system for mobile suits was a point of contention, because like that's why the ball was like a space supremacy fighter.
We don't talk shit about the ball.
No,
right?
I'm not even laughing. The ball is a perfect union of form and function, like a spherical unit with nothing but RCS surrounding it is the perfect weapon.
Yeah.
The
only thing that could have made the ball better is if they just made it a drone or like a mobile doll or whatever, so you wouldn't waste human lives in that piece of shit.
Yes, the GM Juggler, my favorite.
Oh wait, quick question.
Real.
So in the novelization of Mobile Suit Gundam, which I understand is very different, what I love about the novelization is it's basically, if you've ever seen Dragonar, it's like that basically. And in the novelization, it was originally 3 Gundams and the gun tank and gun cannons. And when the Zaku showed up, they blew up 2 of them. So there was only 1 left.
So what I'm hearing is Seed is closer to the original novelization of Gundam than the 0079 is.
Say that there might be some truth to that, but
Ow,
well, no,
ow, I'm sorry. Oops.
I mean, yeah. Well, no, So the novelization and the original show
Rest in peace,
came out
Amuro.
around the same time. And also Seed isn't like the novelization because Amuro dies at the end of the novelization.
No, I was just saying. Rest.
Kira Jesus Yamato died for our sins.
and
he rose again in the third movie or whatever.
And Amuro gets with Sayla in the book, so
Char, I'm doing something wicked right now.
Char, I'm doing your sister right now.
Hey Char, I'm clapping your sister's cheeks right now.
Oh
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you
hear this? Can you hear the sounds of her cries through time?
That is just
Can you hear the back shots of time? Truly, we are adults. Oh, they smoke or they didn't smoke?
No,
cool.
That's more than on site at that point. I'm sorry. Let's track somebody down.
If that happened, him running that nigga down on the horseback or whatever in that colony, it makes a lot more sense.
I can't. Oh God.
So what you're saying is Char's counterattack is actually it's not from the main timeline, it's from the novelization timeline.
Yeah, it could be.
Amuro's dead in that one, so that wouldn't make sense either. But yeah, no, it's funny. I do like that there's
maybe he doesn't die. Oh my god, maybe he doesn't die. Maybe it's like GQUUUUX or GQUUUUX, where this time it's Sayla who goes through the tears of time. Those back shots were so good, she broke the timeline.
I do love that there are multiple versions of original Gundam now.
You guys don't. Let me know if you guys hear gunfire.
Because
what?
I blew someone's mind when I explained to them.
I live in a bad part of the state.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, keep going.
I blew someone's mind when I explained to them that Origin is not the same timeline as regular Gundam 79.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I had to explain that to someone. They're like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, so in the Doan's Island movie, they aged up everyone, so everyone's older. So the Origin timeline can't be the same as the original timeline because everyone's a different age now."
That's so weird to do that in that movie.
Well, no, the worst thing about it is though, Jarrett, Origin goes down such a different timeline because Origin has the development of the mobile suits months, like years.
Because don't they? Isn't there like that scene of like the mass produced? God, there's a mass produced Gundam picture in like the Origins manga.
Origin shows a mass produced Gundam.
And I've made the argument
type.
that Thunderbolt is part of the Origin timeline, and that Zeta New Translation is part of the Origin timeline.
I mean, maybe, but that means there's more. Oh shit! Oh my god! Run for your life! That means there's more timelines or whatever. Like
Yep.
We have.
Well, there's also.
There are more shards for us to for Lala to come and snatch their souls.
I mean, there are multiple timelines. There's like the Cyber New Type story alternate. It's an alternate UC that goes all the way up to like Universal Century 1106, where they have like nanites and faster than light travel. There's a bunch of like alternate UC stuff.
FTL travel and fucking Gundam sounds horrible.
Yeah, Mad Wang. We've talked about it before.
We've talked about Mad Wang. I forgot that like that's what happened with him.
Yeah, Mad Wang is Universal Century 1106. It takes place in a timeline where the Solar System Federation is fighting the galactic like confederacy or whatever. And
Wow.
it's real interesting because
How
all
many
their
times
ships,
we gotta? Oh my god!
all their
How
ships
many
are
times we
ran
gotta?
by nano.
How many times we gotta teach you Confederacy?
But yeah, it's like this. It's just like a. What's cool is like all their ships are controlled with like nano machines, and when they pick up these like cyber new types who have been in like cold sleep, their computers and their nano machines start fucking up because there's Minovsky particles on them. And by this point in history, they've stopped using Minovsky particles.
Oh, all the cancer's gone, probably.
So they just figured out how to like make microfusion reactors work without having to spread primer throughout the entire universe.
Yeah. So they're able to, and there's like fashion and light travel and shit. And they even like have miniaturized the FTL to a point that they put it on mobile suits. So.
Oh, so it's just fucking Star Wars then.
00 or 00 basically. a lot of stuff in manga. Well, no, it's a little different. Like in the 00 movie, they're able to like straight up like warp jump.
They just have like FTL travel.
Yeah.
You're talking about Awakening of the Trailblazer?
I don't remember them having an FTL in Awakening of the Trailblazer. I'm pretty sure it took them actual like weeks and months to get out to Jupiter or whatever.
It's at the end of it where
movie they get to FTL travel.
Oh, at the end. Okay, at the end. Okay.
And it's a major point in Super Robot Wars V because the Yamato runs into the people from 00 because they were testing their warp drive.
Understandable.
God have mercy on your wretched soul. Sorry.
Yeah. And like nanomachines first show up in Turn A Gundam. You'll just notice that a lot of times ideas are reused because they're like, that was a cool thing that no one cared about at the time. Let's reuse it now.
So the well, actually, no, it was not nano machines. It was the nano laminate defeating beam technology.
Nano laminate armor.
Yeah.
That's the IDO.
Yeah.
You see memory
thing they did.
And then like memory clones first show up in Gaia Gear, and then again in Crossbone Gundam when they do the whole thing where they clone Amuro's brain and put it into a mobile suit. And then the next time you see it is Unicorn Gundam, where Full Frontal is a memory clone of Char.
What do you mean? No, Char's just this version, GQUUUUX Char, put in a different timeline. Oh shit! I fucking flipped. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm playing Hilda.
I figured you were.
Oh,
I haven't played in like,
what's up?
I haven't played in like a couple of days.
It's a political thing, so I'm not going to say it on your stream.
Ah, that's fine then.
Well, you can say politics. You just can't say actionable threats or whatever.
Yeah, that part.
So JD Vance just set up an account on Blue Sky. I fucking blocked him immediately.
Oh, cool.
For real. Just like me, for real.
Cool. Glad he's branching out.
When you said it was political, I was just like, oh, thank God. I was like, this man's going to say something like Iran just nuked something.
No,
I don't. No, that's not going to happen. Oh my God, run!
Yeah, guys, I guess we're never going to see the conclusion of GQUUUUX. It's over.
Nah, we'll be fine. We'll
No.
see it in heaven. Oh my God. Or Jana, whatever you believe in. Whatever afterlife you believe in.
We'll see it in on an
was
season 4 of Gundam Build Fighters. I'll see you all in Build Fighters.
Oh man, y'all excited for the new Sonic racing game?
I forgot that was gonna be a thing.
Me too. Well, I think me
Hell
too.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. No,
I haven't even played any indie games. I won't play it.
Crossverse? Yeah, Crossverse looks cool.
Yeah, and one of the rumors is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to be in it.
I mean, they already showed
incredible.
the SpongeBob pack.
But yeah, like it fucking it looks
It's
great.
from Minecraft.
And what's the best for me, the best part is I don't have to buy the fucking stupid ass Nintendo Switch 2. And it's crossplay, so I can play with any of my friends on whatever system they're on.
Yay.
Cool.
So,
speaking of bitching about things without crossplay, I really that's like the only thing that's keeping me from playing more Breaker. I just need crossplay, cross save. That just hurts my spirit.
wait, is Gundam Break? I thought Gundam Breaker had crossplay.
It does not.
It does. It doesn't have cross save, is what he's saying.
Oh wait, it has crossplay.
Yeah, that's crossplay. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crossplay. It doesn't have cross save.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'm fine. Yeah, I wish for cross save because the only handheld I have is a Switch, and I don't want to buy a Steam Deck just so I can play Gundam on the couch.
Yeah, I mean, as the days go by, there is no reason to own a Nintendo console right now. Like,
yeah,
honestly, I have a Switch.
Right.
I have no need for a Switch 2.
Honestly, the only reason I even considered it is because I want the Mario Kart soundtrack, but I could just get that off YouTube if I wanted it.
Yeah, that Mario Kart soundtrack. The Mario Kart soundtrack slaps.
What? Just buy like a backbone like I use, and then use your phone so that way you can play your PlayStation in bed.
You know what? That's not the worst idea.
Because I use mine. That's how I use mine. I have I don't have a backbone. I have the GameSire G8, but I love this thing. I just like plug it into my phone, and then I stream my phone to my PC, and I can play like anything I want on my phone now.
I'll have to actually really think about that because the other thing I already can do is like Xbox Game Cloud shit. Because like I do that on my tablet sometimes when like I'm on road trips. That was until I really just thought, hey, my Series S is small enough. Let me just throw that shit in my luggage. All right, I think we've exhausted our thoughts on GQUUUUX a while ago. I'm excited and sad to see the end of the show next week. Excuse me. I'm really like hoping beyond hope. They're like, psych, you got more coming, and I know that's not gonna happen.
They could announce a movie.
They could announce a movie. They could very much announce a movie, but I'll believe
they did with hey, look, I have to hope this way.
I'm realizing like I'm trying to find stuff for like my synthesis parts, and I'm not reading anymore just because I'm tired. I was like, that's
in Studio Feed. It just dropped the controller I use for my phone.
All right, I'll have to go give that a look because like I have what is it? My Ghibli Kit controller can be used, but like it doesn't do the whole like latch onto your phone thing. So, I will definitely consider that.
You can either do this one or their light. One of my friends from work has a light. It's like half price, like $35.
Mm-hmm.
But he uses it to play like Call of Duty and everything on his phone.
You could also wait, Kuro, for the ROG Ally X Xbox edition.
I know, I saw it. I don't want to spend $500, like, or like I think it's like $600.
Yeah,
I think it's like $600. Like that's the one thing. Like if I don't want to spend that.
No,
much.
I think
it's cool.
I think it's gonna be like
really cool.
That thing's probably gonna be like $800, man.
Oh, yeah,
It's gonna come out
that's just
closer to-
pushing it further and further out of like the range of money I want to spend on that.
It's gonna come out
But it's
closer
but
to
it
the
also
price
it
of
has
the
it has Steam.
I know,
It
I
has
know,
it has Xbox connectivity.
I
Like,
know it does all those
kind of
things.
solves all your problems.
It does, but it's let it like not for $800. My problem is not worth an $800 expense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
It's
cool.
just an extra thing if you want it. Yeah.
I know
Hey,
it's really
you talking
cool.
about that Steam Deck thing that's going on?
No, not the Steam Deck thing. So there are like competitors to Steam Deck, and the ROG Ally is one of them. But they're like announcing, or they announced a ROG Ally that's being made in cooperation with Xbox Microsoft. Where they've developed a completely reworked version of Windows that is like stripped down to basically just perform as an OS for gaming.
It's a hybrid it's a hybrid Windows Xbox OS.
Yeah. And they were talking about like, yeah, there's a possibility of like just like delivering that as a ROM as well. And if honestly, I was like considering doing Steam OS for like a living room PC. And if like that is workable, fuck that. I'll just do what I can continue to use. And I'll like put that image onto like another computer. Hell, actually no, I do not want to go through the headache of dual booting this computer. I'm gonna say like I could like, because I use this as like largely a gaming computer, it just needs to like run OBS and games. If like everything else still works, I'll run that just like to cut the bloat of Windows.
Beautiful stuff.
Like I do appreciate that Steam and SteamOS has been getting in Windows ass so bad because they developed a handheld console that can actually like be put to sleep properly without eating its battery. That Microsoft is having to unfuck their shit that's been wrong with laptops for the last 30 years.
Yeah, it's quite. I do like that somehow Steam made a system that an operating system that people genuinely like, and it's only sold like 1 million units, and that was enough to scare Microsoft to actually do something. I fucking love that.
Like
it's great.
It's one of those where like the enthusiasts market and word of mouth can move enough people where it would be a problem, because like the Ally X AMD Steam version is $50 cheaper and performs better than the equivalent Windows one, because it's not having to deal with running the overhead of like all the legacy bloat. Shit. Yeah, it doesn't have to deal with the Windows bloat, and you don't have to pay for a Windows license, so it's automatically $50 cheaper.
My whole thing, right, with when it comes to Windows is I don't have any like wide-ranging issues with Windows in general, but the bloatware is a problem, right? It's one of those things where like your computer, like I've used Bazite before, and Bazite is so fast in comparison. It's wild. And like I love this about Windows, but also it's a problem. I have Windows. I have a screensaver on my computer because the screensaver interface from Windows XP and Windows 98 is still in Windows 11.
Yep.
You can still go to it, and all I had to do was download the Windows XP screensavers, and I have the Windows XP screensavers on Windows 11, which one is really fucking cool, but also that shouldn't be in the system anymore. Like it shouldn't be there. You know?
Yeah.
You want to talk about shouldn't be there? Like legacy computer stuff. There's code from Terminator System Shock in what's it called? Starfield. Now, Todd Howard wrote that code in '94.
What's that XKCD critical load bearing code from program created 30 years ago that's no longer kept by like the one person that
Is it like
developed it?
Coconut Day JPEG or whatever the hell?
It's kind of like how the creation engine is built off of fucking Gamebryo, and there's still shit from Gamebryo in that fucking thing, and people are just like, why are you using this why are you using this engine from fucking 1998? Dog, make a new engine.
Gamebryo is based off the engine he wrote for System Shock.
I know, like, make a new engine, please. Or just
I told one of my coworkers, I was like, no, look, I can mod any Bethesda game, and because I learned on Morrowind, it is
like my like the thing that I think would be whatever engine id Software is using right now. Why the fuck isn't all of Bethesda using that? That's what they should be using.
It took 5, mainly because that's id, and that's just
because it's good. It's a good engine. That's why they're not using it.
I mean, it's id. Like it. How many other studios license out id engines anymore?
Well, most studios just use Unreal or Unity or Godot.
Unreal or Unity. They don't touch id tech anymore.
Honestly, like they're the only genre of games that I've seen that is moving away from stuff like Godot and Unreal are racing sims, mostly just because the physics is so unique to them and the rendering pathway. Because I think that was like one of my favorite things as I got into the Assetto Corsa Competenzione community, because it's built on Unreal 5, I think. It's either Unreal 5 or Unreal 4, and everyone hates it because Unreal does not look good when it's forced to have to draw that fast. Like it basically becomes a smeary mess when they have to do it at 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, to be fair, I think that's been a lot of critique about the modern game industry anyway, is that either A, the skill isn't there, or B, there's just been this over-reliance on people are trying to push graphics through scaling and through artificial intelligence and all that bullshit.
Yeah. That
games today don't look as good as games made 6 or 7 years ago.
All right, so to be fair, even what they were talking about, with the game looking like a smeary mess, is before you even get into doing anything like AI scaling or AI frame generation. It's just Unreal Unreal is fine at a walking pace, maybe at maybe if you only once in a while get in a car and drive around in a game in UE, that's fine. If your whole thing isn't having to detail or was it parse specific details at speed, UE is fine. But as soon as you all right, UE, I need to that pixel that's going to be coming at me at 100 miles an hour, I need that to be clean and crisp so I know what to do when I get there. UE does not do that well.
Yeah. I do like that.
You're talking about LMU?
No, so LMU is built on a different engine. ACC is built on UE or Unreal. UR.
ACC, that's it.
Yeah, ACC is built on Unreal.
I do like that. You're seeing more and more games coming out who aren't doing hyper realism, but instead are doing a more stylized art style.
Yeah,
because it's because one, that shit's gonna age better, and B, we're kind of in this place where
we've hit the peak, and we have to back off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what game. I mean, to be fair, it depends on what the game is.
Yeah.
Well, I just think we've gone to a point where there are so many different art styles that are just being released. We have so many games that are coming out, and they all have different art styles, and the indie scene is full of like 16-bit games, 32-bit games, PlayStation 1 style games, GameCube style, like cell shaded games. You just have so many different types of art styles that even something that would look retro doesn't look that bad in comparison. And we kind of hit a peak on game design in terms of like fidelity and how things look a while ago. I played Final Fantasy 13 on my channel recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was a horrible time. Thank you for asking. But the one thing that 13 does great is it's fucking gorgeous. That game looks insane for 2009. And like if you released the way that Final Fantasy 13 looks, if you had released that game, that exact same game, changed nothing, and released it today, people would be like, wow, this game looks great. They wouldn't have like it looks like a modern game. And it's from 2009. So it's like we reached a peak.
Yeah, there's a couple of games from 2009 that look good.
Yeah,
still, even. Oh, go ahead.
No, we reached a peak a long time ago, and
I wouldn't say we reached the peak, but we're reaching a point of diminishing returns, where like it's not the difference is not going to be that much different. And like what I was going to say is like even like games from 2009, 2010. There's a bunch of games that are like that go for like the realism angle or whatever from back then that still look good. Like to me, like the old Killzone games look okay. The old Gran Turismo's look really good. The old Forza games look really good.
Battlefield 3 pretty rough.
No, Killzone Shadowfall is from 2014.
No, I'm not talking about Shadowfall. I'm talking about Killzone 2. Killzone 2 looks pretty decent. Killzone 3 is okay. I haven't. Then Shadowfall's from fucking 2014 on a PS4. I'm talking about like PS3 games.
And I think it's also just like how long the generations have been, right? Because the PS4 released in 2013. And
it went like 2020.
Yeah,
2021 or whatever.
I think it was 2020 is when the PS5 comes out. So it went for 7 years.
They were just saying that the PS5 generation's almost over, and that's crazy to me.
There's no fucking way.
They were talking about they're already focusing on the PlayStation 6 now or something.
Yeah, when did the Pro come out?
The PS4
like 2 years ago.
PS4 Pro, the PS4 Pro,
5 Pro.
Yeah, it's like a year ago.
Oh, the 5 Pro.
Yeah.
It was like 2023.
The 3. Yeah, it's almost 2 years ago now. So yeah, maybe like 2 more years.
No, the PS5 Pro released in November last year.
Was it 24 or 23?
I guess it's 24. I thought it was 23.
Yeah, it feels like it was longer than that.
The Slim released in November of 2023. The Pro released in November 7th, 2024. So, but even then, like, they still make games for PS4, man.
Wait, what?
Right? Like,
yeah,
people still make games for the PS4.
Now, yeah, some games that are released now are dual released on PS4 and like
PS5.
Xbox One.
Wow.
Yeah, they still release on last gen's fucking hardware. So
they're still looking forward because you have to.
And like the game, to be fair, like the games themselves, or I guess the architecture or whatever, is basically just you're turning down settings.
Yeah, like the last generation was the first generation of everything merging over to the x86 architecture.
Well, that the generation before that was a nightmare.
cell boost processing. Like, oh my gosh.
It's why you can't. It's why they're closer to emulating PS4 games than they are PS3 games.
Yeah.
I have PS3 emulation going pretty well right
most
now.
of those bitches were just
We gotta
on PS,
get that
just on
power
PC.
PC architecture working again.
Hey,
But,
the latest version of Nether is really good for PS3 emulation.
Increase when enemy is defeated.
But yeah, then the but yeah, I just, one of the things that like stood out to me was when I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Rebirth doesn't look as good as Remake, I feel. And I don't know if that's just a change in like how they did the shading, or if that was like there were design choices. But like it just doesn't look as good as Remake did. And I could be imagining it as well, you know. And that's like a whole different console, you know, from jumping from one console to the next. The one thing I think games should be doing is, instead of trying to like increase fidelity from this point on, it should be trying to increase capacity. So, for example, in 7 Remake, every NPC has dialogue. Every single one has dialogue. And that's wild. Like every single NPC you walk by has something to say. So though 7 also has weird like shit that isn't needed, like the random physics where you can like run into shit. I was like, if y'all just removed that would have made this game run better, you know?
Who tagged me? Well, what horrific actions have we taken part of now?
Next duration hit combo.
Oh wait, no, that happened like 2 days ago.
Increase gauge. Sorry, I'm trying, as we've been having this conversation,
You're
I've been
reading.
working through building out my brake suit. Increase over time.
Yeah, I see. I've been watching the stream.
Yeah. I'm failing at processing properly.
Yeah, I mean, Gundam Breaker's not too difficult. And I don't even read half the shit in Gundam Breaker. I just make a suit that looks really cool, and I make number go up.
Understanding why the number goes up is one of the best parts.
Yeah. Yep. You just level everything up, and you just make number go up.
They're like custom builds in that game where you can change the abilities on the parts or whatever. I'm not far enough in the game. I've only played like 2 chapters.
Yes, you can. There's a way to do it. I've seen people explain it. I don't know how to do it because I've not gotten there yet either.
I've done a lot of cool builds in this game, you know?
Yeah.
At least I think so.
Nah, like I like what I'm doing. I have something in mind, and every time like I sit down to do it, I'm always doing something else. So like I can't like really process like me doing it properly.
Hey, look, G Savior.
Hell yeah. Awaken gauge, increase when damage, max duration hit combo.
Alright, boy, it looks like I might be about to fucking do something else.
What time is it? All right, yeah.
I made Power Rangers.
I'm working.
Oh yeah, I saw yours on your server.
Been working.
Yeah. I think we might be max duration break combo. I am happy to be back doing this again. We'll have to figure out like how we're gonna. Well, I know the first thing we're doing. We're gonna continue. So last week we started off the Gundam Darktism scale, which is ranking the darktism scale, the level of autism. Like we're ranking like characters and like ace pilots that we see in the show, their level of autism to their level of character darkness.
Because I don't know if I'm comfortable being a part of that.
so it started off where like new type magic, and how it like links everyone together is autistic magic.
Yeah, we have. I think Hiro was at the bottom left, which means he doesn't know how to deal with people, and he's just a full blown psychopath. And I think you put Yuji in the middle.
Yeah, Yuji's like almost like your true center.
No, I wouldn't put Hiro all the way.
No, we put him left and then like in the middle.
Yeah, he's like not far
I
enough.
think we're gonna have to change that shit.
No, but
Hiro's not as bad as Hathaway. You know, Hathaway Noah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I literally said Hiro
we'll get there.
And
we will get there.
About him telling Relina that he's gonna kill her, which is like, yeah, she saw him re-enter Earth atmosphere or whatever the shit.
But like, all right,
and he's on a mission.
We're not gonna prosecute this one now. We're not gonna prosecute this. All right, go ahead.
Also, Hiro is 14. Hiro is 14. I want you to remember that. He is 14 and he's been forced into a goddamn guerrilla war. Like,
look, we'll cross this bridge. We'll cross this bridge when we get back to this conversation.
Hathaway, a grown man who killed Amuro's girlfriend for no fucking reason because he met a girl for 3 goddamn days and then became a goddamn terrorist for it. For that one woman who didn't know.
Not Hiro, excuse me.
Amuro. Crazy, man. I don't want to tell you.
Hathaway, oh my god! I really just remembered how Hathaway's storyline went in fucking Char's counterattack. That makes me so mad. What's the blue hair girl's name? Quest. And no, every time I saw her pop up in Hathaway's flash, I wanted to like beat that man in the shins. Like I need you to do better. I need you to do so much better.
People, for some reason, people have this like nostalgia and love for Char's counterattack, and I do not. I've watched it unabated by nostalgia as an adult. That movie's not good. I'll fight y'all.
No, I like it. It isn't good, but I like it.
Awaken gauge increase. Wait, what are 2 awaken gauge increase? Oh.
Yes, there's funny moments in that movie. Yes. Come Find Me, Amuro. I'm Doing Something Wicked is hilarious, okay?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not good, but it's fun to watch.
We could have had Gaia Gear over Char's counterattack, which it makes it even worse.
We could have had the full 50.
That Char's counterattack, I'm Doing Something Wicked, has some crazy good edits on TikTok.
Oh, I bet it does.
I mean, no.
Just in time for Pride Month.
Oh my god, I can't stand y'all.
Oh no, not like that. I mean, yeah, there are some. Actually, there's some different. But the best ones I've seen are just him absolutely murdering some dude for no reason.
All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm too tired to process this. I'm too tired to like work on my Gundam anymore, and I want to get up and play with my 3D printer tomorrow. So
when are we doing this tier list?
We'll probably pick up the tier list either 1 or 2 weeks after GQUUUUX ends. Yeah, because like I see us talking.
I'm
calling it GQUUUUX.
32 different things.
Look, GQUUUUX, GQUUUUX, GQUUUUX. There is no R. I refuse. There is no R. They don't say GQUUUUX. I have not heard them say GQUUUUX.
That's what the official translation is. I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck them. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying that shit. I can't help it.
And
they don't know English.
It is easier to say GQUUUUX. It is much easier.
When the English dub says it, when English Chalia says it, he says GQUUUUX. He sounds regal. He sounds regal like somebody's grandpa.
Have you seen that, man?
Man, I want to be as handsome as Chalia when I get old.
He's everyone's favorite old man, male failure, meow meow, or whatever the fuck, man.
Failure, meow meow. Any final thoughts as the guest?
They want that old man pregnant. I don't know what to tell you. They want that old man pregnant. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dog.
Gundam Goku said, GQUUUUX.
GQUUUUX.
GQUUUUX. GQUUUUUX.
Oh, this fucking weeaboo, man. He put the zoo on it. GQUUUUX.
That's how they fucking pronounce it.
Yeah, I'm American, man.
All right.
I'm American.
Okay, homie, are we going to start calling Zaku Zax?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're gonna
get those Zeeks out of here.
How hard I just twitched.
Say what?
Like, I can't tell you when you said yes to Zax, I like twitched.
Yeah, Zaku.
Yeah, it's because that's what is in the original English like translation for Gundam. They called them Zax.
The best part. The best part about being an American.
It was the Duchy of Zion.
All right, I'm not comfortable with that one.
The best part about being American, there's some stuff going on right now. I'm not calling it that. To be honest with you, Chief.
Also, have y'all?
That was the original English translation.
Wait,
I'm not calling it that, Chief. I don't.
I prefer what we eventually landed on personally.
Yeah, because of that and Tomino's original notes on Zeta, I'm cool.
That's the thing about America, man. We say shit wrong, but we can also say shit right. We choose what we want to say right.
All right. Have y'all seen really quick? Have y'all seen the thumbnail I decided to go for this week's episode on YouTube? Have you seen the thumbnail? I'm putting it in the chat.
No, I've not.
On YouTube? Hang on. Yeah, just post it.
It's in general. It's in studio feed. I'm really proud of this thumbnail.
Okay.
Oh, from the SP stuff?
The Gundam San.
Holy moly. All right. Studio feed.
Yep.
I'm proud of my work.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you. So Lala can only see me in one way. Turns into chicken. Sorry. All right. Final thoughts, Cam. Anything you are hoping for next week?
I'm looking to see like a full-on lightsaber, like beam saber, like duel between like the GQUUUUX and the RX-78.
All right. Greatest fear of what could happen next week?
That the series has an unsatisfying ending.
All right, D, your turn. Same questions.
We're like. What's the questions? Repeat the questions again.
What are you looking forward to seeing next week?
I don't really know, man. I can't really tell you right now. I have mixed emotions. I'm hoping. I think Cam said something about not being disappointed.
His biggest fear is there will be a disappointing ending.
Oh, well, my thing is I don't even know about disappointing. I just don't want the ending to be
finite.
Yeah, right. I don't need total complete ending of this or whatever. I want.
You don't want everything to disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can make this era or whatever like continue on or whatever, right? You don't even have to like make a new series in this this time period. You can leave the ending open. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't want the ending to be bullshit and finite and make me like not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. And to you, Gundam Goku, our returning guest.
Yeah. So for me, I just want the thing that I would love to see is I want more I want some more multiversal shit. And then in the case again, I don't want it to just end. I don't want the world to just like be destroyed. I want more from this timeline. I think it's really interesting and it has legs. And it will feel disappointing if this ends after 12 episodes and we never explore this ever again. You know?
Yeah. I absolutely understand. How do I say it? I am what was old buddy's name? Oh my god. I bring nothing with me into the finale. I just accept it as it is. What is was like not Stacker Pentecost. What was fuck. What is my man's name from fucking Pacific Rim?
It was random.
If you were trying to get like Idris Elba's name?
Idris Elba's name in Pacific Rim.
Stacker Pentecost.
Oh, it was Stacker Pentecost? Wow. I need to trust myself more.
That nigga's name. That nigga's name is not Pentecost.
Also,
no, it is Pentecost.
That is a Gundam as fuck name. Holy shit.
Stacker Pentecost.
That is on like that's a
no, that's not even Gundam. That's like okay, the first name Stacker is. The last name Pentecost is like 100% like some Evangelion shit.
Well, what is Pacific Rim if not Evangelion meets Gundam?
To be fair, if we did like a list and if we did like a multiple choice question and we were like, which one of these is not for Mobile Suit Gundam? And you didn't know, and you put fucking
Stacker Pentecost.
You put Stacker Pentecost.
I want to know.
Put some respect on his name. Put his rank up there. Marshall Stacker.
Excuse me,
Pentecost.
Marshall Stacker. As Marshall Stacker Pentecost says, I bring nothing with me into the drift. I bring nothing with me into the finale. I will take it as it comes. Yeah, I guess like I'm kind of concerned about an unsatisfying finish, but like I don't know. I watch so much schlock where I can kind of deal is like, hey, shit happens, and sometimes shit is just the end of the series that you're watching.
But we should probably preface that we're used to horrible endings, seeing as we're racing fans. So
well, there's also
it won't even be the end of the world.
I mean, hear me out though. This is Studio Chara and Hideki Anno and crew. Like you kind of have expectations.
Oh yeah, Hideki Anno has had fucked up endings before. You're right.
Yeah.
So
like there are expectations. Like it'll be good, but like it can go bad, and when it's bad, it's like really bad.
We're just gonna be sitting here after the credits roll, just going, huh?
Really?
What the fuck just happened?
I really don't want that.
It's just gonna end on Machu sitting in a chair and then everyone she knows clapping.
All right. To be fair.
That'd be good.
Anno did like revert that because like we're from what we're looking at, we're on rebuild Ava, not original Ava ending. we're not on being by yourself is probably best for you right now ending. It's hey, maybe connecting with people's good for you ending.
Hail Mary, like what would be a Hail Mary thing that happens in the final?
Hail Mary full of
we
grace.
get Gundam Time Raiders where they're just going across universes fixing anomalies.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what's the thing you said where a bunch of other like Gundams show up from different universes and Gundam pilots show up? That would be.
That's the ending of G Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, basically G Fighter ending, but in reverse. It's kind of no, different idea. We get the Madoka Magica original ending where it's Lala going to all the various Chars and freeing them of all of their anger and hatred.
Ideon shows up.
Nah. I would say it's Moonlight Butterfly before Ideon shows up.
Give it up, dog.
We would get motherfucking Moonlight Butterfly before the Ideon.
I just want someone to officially connect Ideon with the rest of Gundam, you know?
I feel you.
Best I can do. Oh, that looks good.
Because it's clear to me that Tomino meant for the ending of Ideon to be the start of Gundam. Like, that's clear to me, but that's never been, like, officially stated. So, like, Ideon is the beginning and Turn A is the end.
Or post-apocalypse.
Okay, I'm getting ready to like start browsing Mobile Suit Parts again. All right, so let's go and call it here. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging out and doing all of this with us. Hopefully we have a happy ending to talk about next week. So come see us again next week. Same Noir time, same Gundam channel. As far as like other stream news, tomorrow I'll be live probably around 2:00 for the F4 racing, and after that I'll probably fuck around and do the new IndyCar series that's in Forza Motorsport. So it's Open Wheel Madness on Juneteenth, so celebrating liberation with freeing my wheels from fenders. I'm only slightly ashamed of that.
But,
I was about to say,
I hate you, but not as much as I hate IndyCar.
When's the initial D stream though?
All right. So I'm probably gonna be doing. I've like kind of soft announced something. The Japanese mountain road in Forza Motorsport is called Fujimi Kaido. And as they release the Indy cars into Forza Motorsport, they announced a challenge called the Fujimi 500, which is 500 miles on Japanese mountain roads in Indy cars. We're doing that as a race series.
That sounds insane.
Shit.
It is. I drove it yesterday. It is a lot because you have no time for breaks. You are hustling the car the entire time, and like I did the math, it would take you 6 hours to do it at like flat out pace, like with no pit stops or anything like that. And that is not going to happen. So I'm going to split it up into 4 90-minute races. And even then, like after 20 minutes, like 4 laps of it, is 7 minutes a lap around the mountain. I'm hurting and tired. So doing 90 minutes of that is going to be like, I need to like nap, stretch, and work out the day beforehand. So yeah,
take yourself an ibuprofen before the race.
Yes, I need to like find. I think because is there like an Initial D game on PC?
Yeah.
Yes, but also not on Steam.
Yeah.
There's also Tokyo Extreme or whatever is in early access.
Yeah, I saw Tokyo Extreme. I do want to try that. I've just like not made time because I always sign up for like 5 racing leagues every season.
There was like the Initial D arcade series was a thing.
I know because there's emulators for that, right?
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, we're gonna end stream and we're gonna talk off stream. So y'all have a good night.